too am a Baptist child. My grandpa was a Baptist pastor. My dad was a Baptist pastor. My mom is a retired Baptist seminary professor. I have 3 uncles who are Baptist pastors, one who's a Baptist missionary, one who runs a Baptist church camp, and then there's a lawyer and a masseuse. Oh my God. This is what I was raised in, and when I was little, it felt like straightforward, and it was good, and in Sunday school mainly we learned about Jesus, and then around 6th grade or 7th grade we started learning mainly about romantic entanglements and the ways that you could avoid them, preferably like for your whole life, right? It would be best to just never hold anyone's hand for sure. So I had this, I was not a rebellious child. Don't let the bolo tie fool you. I was a real rule follower, but I had this one rebellion, which is that I had a crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas. We called him JTT if we were cool, and I wasn't, but I called him that anyway. And so I went to Target and I bought Tiger Beat magazine and Teen Beat magazine. And I got the pinups of JTT and I put them in my locker. And I felt like so bad, and I mean in a good way. And so this was my little avenue for rebellion. And then a really sad thing happened, which is that Leonardo DiCaprio took over Tiger Beat and Teen Beat magazine. They stopped having the JTT pinups, and I lost my source. So I didn't know how to be rebellious anymore, but I went to Titanic to see if perhaps I could shift my allegiance, and so I watched and I watched Leonardo DiCaprio and tried to see if I could do it, and I couldn't. But then there was Kate Winslet, and I could really do it for her. That was easier. So. They didn't have pinups of her in Tiger Beat and Teen Beat, and somehow it seemed worse, according to on the romantic entanglement spectrum. So, thus began an interesting, challenging time of my life, and I wrote. I was not the only queer kid in that youth group, but we didn't know that. We didn't talk about that then, of course. And so this is a song imagining what if just one of us had some grace and space to be with another one of us in a way that could have given us the whatever we needed. A weird thing happened as I wrote the song, which is that all the imagery became Catholic. But I believe I was clear that I was not Catholic. When the Benedict bells ring, do they make you think of me? You and me inside the sacristy, with the wafers and the wine, my blood pumping like the organ, holding Bibles in our hands. You, the Canaan land, forbidden and fine. When I hear the bells of St. Jude, make me think of you and all the pretty birds that flew from your mouth into mine. My swallows almost set to singing, sparrows almost took to wing. But if they knew anything, it's that God's eyes were on them all the time. You said the red velvet played with the quarters, let's take them. We'll build ourselves a house on the hill. We can draw the holy water from our own well. In the hollers and the badlands, in the missionary van, you dressed up in your sunburn, I hid under mine. And in the evenings at the altar, Father taught us how to pray for all the soul sick and the sinners. You grinned at me, you said, that's you and I. You said the red velvet played with the quarters, let's take them. we'll build ourselves a house on the hill. We can draw the holy water, water from our own well, when God spoke to Samuel. Do you think it sounded like the Benedict bell? Everyone ringing out cracked and proud and clear. Back then I thought that we were serpents. I thought we brought the flood. Thought we turned water into blood. I thought we drank a wicked wine. But really you were an apple, and me, I was a dove, eating manna from above. I guess you knew that all the time. You know the red velvet played with the quarters. I took them. I built myself a house on the hill. Now I'm drawing holy water. So won't you come where the bells are ringing? You'll find me here in my house on the hill. And we can draw the holy water, water from our own well, water from our own well, water from our own well.